Hello, can you hear me? Just type in the chat box if you can hear me. Hello there. Hello. If you like, just switch on your video. Yes, okay. So great. We will wait for some more people to come on board. And Claudia, it's lovely to see you. Do introduce yourself. Let me know where you're from. Feel free to switch on your video or even put it in the chat box so that I know where you're from. It's just nice to connect with you. It's morning time here in Singapore. Good morning. And wherever you are, let me know where you're from. We're going to wait for more people to come into the room. And once we got that, we will broadcast it onto the Facebook group so that more people can actually watch this, and there will be replay videos for those participants or people who can't make it on the call live. Now there is also Catherine. Hello, Catherine.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Would you like to switch on your video? Feel free to do so. Or if you prefer, you can also type in the chat box. Just introduce yourself, where you're from.
Okay. I'm in my nightgown, so maybe I won't.
Understand. But do introduce yourself, where you're from.
Yes.
Oh, Claudia, San Diego. Hi. I believe I've got relatives in San Diego. But I haven't been there myself. Oh, Catherine, hello. Lovely to connect with you once again. Catherine, hi. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do a card pull, okay, from my abundance deck. Let me, okay. I think people can just come in, zoom in. So Zoom in is helping me out today. And but just stay on a call so that, in case I don't know, there's a waiting room. I don't know how I set up this Zoom link. And if there's a waiting room, then let the people come in, just admit them. So I'm just going to do a card pull for the participants here in this meeting, or those who are watching this live. What would be a message? Okay, the card says block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's happening. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So this is what the card says: block out distractions. Okay, I'm going to be doing this live, so just give me a moment. So I'm going to live on Facebook. Is this happening? It's not going live for me. Okay, something feels wrong. I can't go live. Wait, hang on. So share on my timeline. Give me a moment. Let me set this up so that it goes straight to my Abundance Circle for Women in Business. Let me just tell this. Okay, Money Mindset Makeover Challenge. Day 1. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm live on my Facebook group. Oh, wait, this is not. All right. Yes, I am. Okay. So hello, everyone. Good morning. And I'm happy to be bringing this challenge and course to you. I just recall that last year around this time, I was also working on some of the exercises that I'm about to share for this challenge. And I was doing it more as a personal challenge, working through some of my blogs. And if you recall, 2020 started, it began on a slow start. And then thereafter, the pandemic started and all that. But as I cleared my blogs, I realized that things started to improve. I doubled in terms of client bookings, and it was just an amazing year. It ended up as a very good year. And I was thinking of doing this as a personal challenge once again at the start of this year. Like after the Christmas period, I just wanted to work on just clearing blocks and starting 2021 on a fresh and new note. And but I thought, why not put it out so that we can have more people joining in, and then it's just going to be another adventure. It would be great to see how this challenge and course might be helpful for you too. So what I did was I also lay out this challenge as a course. So I prepared some PowerPoint slides so that visually you can see or understand a little bit better about what I'm talking about. And then I think it's just a little bit more helpful. So I'm excited to be bringing this challenge to you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sharing screen and then calling up my slides, but I'm not seeing the sharing screen button here. Let me just, oh yeah, there you go. Share screen. Okay, how come I'm not seeing this? Give me a moment. Okay, share sound. I think I need to switch this off again. So sorry about that. And let me just try it once more and see whether it's coming up. Yes, there you go. Okay, play from the start. Day 1 of the Money Mindset Makeover Challenge. The objectives of this course and challenge is to work on improving your relationship with money, clearing money blocks and repairing any energy leaks, and then shifting our money energy positively. Now, what's required of you? Set the intention. If you're here, you're obviously having the intention of making a mindset change. Show up every day. And if you can't, at least watch the replay. Participate with comments, complete the exercises. And if you've got any takeaways, any insights, or anything that has happened for you, a shift or questions, just post it in the comments. And I'll be happy to help you if you've got any questions as well. Now, your participation matters, okay? And this is not rocket science. If you don't get serious about your money, you won't have serious money. So it's all about, really paying attention. So if you want 100% results, you want 100% positive outcome, then obviously show up 100%, right? So this is not rocket science. So just think about this, like, when you're studying for an exams, for instance, and you give it all you've got, chances are you're going to do pretty well, right? Because you're asking questions, you're identifying the things that you don't know, you're preparing for these exams, you're diligent. So it's 100% energy. So this is the same thing. If you want to be serious about manifesting money or making money, getting some success, then definitely show up a lot more. So do introduce yourself. As I said, this is a start. Your participation matters. Let me know where you're from and what do you hope to get out of this challenge or course. So are you hoping to work through some money blocks you're having? And if so, right, post it in the comment box. I'm going to look through them at the end of this course and challenge. And if there are any questions, I'll be happy to address them. Now, in case you don't know who I am, because I'm not seeing names that I may already know, like some of the participants actually just told me privately that they would like to be watching the replay, or they would like to join in the challenge and the course. And you may be new to the work that I do. So I'd like to just give a little bit of an introduction, if I may have the permission to. So my name is Evelyn. I come from Singapore. I'm a coach, and I also offer healing and coaching services to mainly women who are going through anxiety and stress, and who need to kind of reclaim their confidence to create the life that they want. So my clients come from different parts of the world. I've been doing this for close to like coaching in itself about 7 to 8 years. But prior to that, I was already online. I was already dabbling a lot into, like online businesses and all that. So this is why I do what I do, because it's for my children. And I wanted to share that prior to becoming a coach, I was actually in banking. So I've always had this kind of relationship, right? Or rather, I have this interest in finance. And I was from banking. I also graduated with an accounting degree. But when I started having my own family, I realized that it was very important to me to do what I truly, truly love, and to create a life of freedom and flexibility while running this business that I wanted. So that was what I set out to do more than 10 years ago. I already had this idea that running an online business or going online is the way to go. But of course, I didn't foresee that there was going to be a COVID situation and people are coming more online like last year. So, but more than 10 years ago, I already had this dream of running a business online. And then like my why is to create this life that I love, and to inspire my daughters, right, to go for their dreams as well, and to leave a legacy for them. So if I have may I have the permission to share some of the kind of outcomes that my clients have reported to me as a result of working through their mindset shifts. So Laura, the first one you're seeing here right on where my arrow is, she is, of course, the number here appears really big, right? But that's because she is in the real estate field. And I believe this is her sales, not exactly her commission, but she does get a percentage out of that sale. Now, what happened to her was she was stuck for quite many months. And she just, despite doing whatever she can to put herself out there, she just could not get a deal done. So we started working together. I think it was just within 1 or 2 sessions, and she was able to see that abundance flow quite quickly. Now, Rachel is also someone whom I have been working with. She joined my last challenge. it was about working through mindset as well, but it was about a confidence challenge. And what took place for her was that money came in for her and it helped her to pay off her loan. So this was what she said: there's some good shifts, money comes in, and I'm officially debt free. So I also feel like crying. So this is her testimonial. And is she here on a call with me? I'm not sure. So she did say that she wanted to be on a call here today, but let's see. Okay. And then for Susan, I also work with corporate executives. Susan wanted to have a new job. She wanted to relocate to a different part. She was actually she was assigned to work in Europe, and she wanted to relocate back to the US. So she was having all these tension, struggle, and stress. But what took place for her after working together was a pay jump, a change in her rank. She got her director's rank, and also relocation expense. That was, after working through some of her childhood blocks that she had. So there are also a lot of other women that I've helped. So I've been very, very privileged, very grateful to be doing this work. So you can actually go over to my website or to my Facebook page to read some of the testimonials or stories, and hopefully you can get inspired by them. Now, let's get on to relationship with money. Now, for my course and the materials that I'm sharing, there is the emphasis on creating or improving our relationship with money. Now, are you even aware that you have a relationship with money? Because when I first started, in this personal growth space, in this energy healing space, I came across this phrase on relationship with money. And I was like really puzzled, like, what do you mean by relationship with money, right? If we want to kind of improve finance, we would be talking or covering about how to improve our sales, how to generate more sales dollars, how to maybe even work longer hours to make more money. Maybe we start a side hustle, a part-time job, or invest, right? Or trade to generate improved returns. Or maybe we look at cutting expenses or saving in order to have more money. So why do we need to talk about relationship with money? It sounds really fancy. But back then, when I first started coming across this phrase, that was about maybe 5 to 7 years ago, I just didn't know what it meant. And when I was searching online, there wasn't really a definition for it. Okay. And then I had to sit with this, like, okay, what do you really mean by a relationship with money? And I'm just curious, right? If you are able to manifest $1,000 or an additional $3,000 or $5,000, what would this amount do for you? And how would it make you feel? Now, you can learn how to invest, right? As I said, you can learn to generate sales. You can do all that. You can save money and all that, or put yourself out there, get more client bookings, etc. But what if blocks are in the way? Okay, so for example, you may not take the needed action that is required of you to put yourself out there, to carry out a sales conversation, to maybe if you're in real estate, to do property showings, or to even call up interested buyers, right? So you procrastinate. Or you may go from project to project and you just can't stay enough or long enough to actually bring yourself to a higher level of success. Or you're not confident, you don't have enough belief in yourself, and you give away your power. And there's that tendency to worry. And when worry is in the way for you, you're not able to make clear decisions on what you need to do. Then there is also the problem of feeling overwhelmed and overworked. That's going to create clutter for you. And it's just so difficult to get on to doing what you need to do in order to bring in the money. You can't have a money conversation. Now, a money conversation can happen when you're talking to your partner, and instead of working out on how to improve finances, you get into this ugly fight with your partner or spouse. So that's not going to help. So instead of putting your energy on what you can do to improve finances, you're actually uh, you're actually having or spending time quarreling and fighting with your spouse. Repeated patterns of financial losing money, it's over and over again, same pattern. And that was what happened to me years ago when I was putting money in the stock market, and I was just following rumors. There wasn't any basis on why I was investing. I was repeating the behavior over and over again. And I think personally, I lost to the tune of 6 figures. So that's quite a lot until I learned my lesson, until I worked through some of my blocks. And then I started to create new habits and new actions. Bad spending habits: if you are spending more than you're saving, more than the income flow, then that's going to be also a mindset block for you. You can't seem to charge for your products or services. So whenever it's time to talk about the money, you just can't ask for the money, even though you're not asking for an exorbitant amount. You're just asking to be paid fairly. So that can create a block for you. It's over and over again, same pattern. Okay, I'm hearing myself. So I'm just going to switch this off. And I was just following rumors. There wasn't any basis on why I was investing. I was repeating the behavior. Right, okay. So I got stuck, or rather, if you're stuck at a certain income level, then that could be also a block in a way. You can't execute, right, your investment decisions. And that's exactly what I found. You know, Tony Robbins said this, right? Success is 20% skills or strategies and 80% mindset. And that's exactly what I found too. Like, whether I am learning from an investment coach or business coach, the consistent theme, right? The consistent thing that they would say is that a lot of it is about the mindset. It's the mindset more than the strategy and the skill. And from working with clients and helping them clear their blocks and helping them make a shift, this is what I found to be true as well. So when we clear whatever that's in the subconscious beliefs, then you find yourself being able to let go of the past, undertaking actions, and following up with behavior and actions, habits that will help you to improve your finance. So this is my proposed definition, because as I said, with this idea about relationship with money, right? So your relationship with money encompasses your entire attitude. It's how you relate to money, your mindset. What's more important than your conscious beliefs are what's going on subconsciously, okay? What you think and how you feel around it. It's going to affect you in the actions that you take and your behavior. And it ultimately is going to create an impact on your financial outcome. So it all goes back and to the basic premise of everything is energy, if you think about it, right? As I said with it, I just came back to this: everything is energy. And if everything is energy, money is also energy. Now, Albert Einstein, if I may just quote him, and you've probably seen this quote or saying before: everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. So it's really about matching your energy, shifting your vibrational frequency up to match the frequency of your desired outcome. Now, everything is energy, everything is in relationship to one another. You have a relationship with your spouse, your partner, your mom, your dad, your kids, your daughter, your son, your friend, your pet. So all these would seem easy to understand, right? Because you're having this energetic connection with people in your life. But you also have an energetic connection with inanimate objects. including money, because everything is energy, and so money is also energy. Now, according to quantum science, this is the observer effect. Now, what it says is that by the very act of observation, the observer can create an impact on the observed reality. So this means that the observer is important. The observer needs to come in to make a change, or the observer is plays a key role in manifesting the desired outcome. So whatever you've observed, whatever you see, whatever you're paying attention to, you are in charge, and you can actually change the outcome that you want. So if you're observing positive, your dreams, right? If you're sending more energy, energy flows where attention goes. If you're sending more energy to your dream, what you want to manifest, then chances are you're going to follow up with actions, and chances are you're going to manifest that reality. However, if you're observing pain, stress, and suffering, then that's what you are likely to manifest. So this is already proven by quantum science that the observer, what you're observing, plays an important part. So you have a relationship with money. And even though it's an object, you do have a relationship with it. It's almost like you're having a relationship with your mom, your dad, your partner. Now, but how is your relationship like? Is it a complicated one? Is it a messy one? How is it like? Now, if you have a poor relationship with money, it's likely you are having a poverty mindset. And from not being able to take actions, from not being able to go out and have the money conversation, this is what is likely to happen. Struggling very hard because maybe your work or your business, you're just having a hard time trying to make the money. A lot of financial worry, thus affecting physical health. Business cannot thrive, unhappy all the time, emotionally you don't feel well, and then it impacts your self-esteem, shame, embarrassment. You go into self-criticism, not enough money to make a donation, so you don't feel good overall, right? Your wellness just goes down. So it's very easy to think about relationships when we are thinking about relationships with our partners and friends. So I would like to invite you to think of money as a person, because it's just going to be a lot easier to relate to money. Think of money as a person. And from what I found, is also becomes even more easier, right? A lot easier if you think of it as a lover, as someone you like to go on dates with, a partner, okay? Someone that you could be attracted to. Now I'm going to show you a couple of images. Do let me know as to what you're interpreting the picture to mean in terms of your relationship with money. Like, if your relationship with money looks like this, what could it mean? Or like this, what could it mean? Or like this, what could it mean? Or even like this, right? Let's say if you're here and if money is a person and it looks like this, or do you feel like this in terms of your relationship with money? Or is it like this? Or maybe even like this. So I'm going to go through the pictures once again. Okay, so first we started with this. Is your relationship with money, and if you think about the other person, is the other person, there at all? Is it a non-existent relationship? Is it a bad relationship? You're feeling unhappy all the time? Is it a relationship where you're not seeing eye to eye. There is no match. Right, I'm reading some of the, oh, okay, great. So you're not seeing eye to eye. I'm just reading Jamel's introduction. Thank you for being here. Wisconsin, hello. Nice to, it's similar to the hands tied. Okay, so this is what Jamel has been saying. My money relationship is similar to the hands tied because I've been told that I have to sit on my hands when I should take action to get money. Okay, great. Thanks for that. Does it look like this, where you are constantly in conflict with the idea about having more money? Is it even a love-hate relationship? Sometimes you want it, right? Sometimes you're in congruence with this whole idea about making money, but sometimes you're in conflict. You're having all these internal struggles about money. Or are you craving and chasing after money? It's like, maybe bright, shiny object syndrome, going after one idea after another. And you're just finding that it's never in your hands, right? It's always running away. You're in constant running after this money. Yeah, okay, Rachel, my relationship with money is struggling. I have to work hard. I sometimes feel I want, and sometimes I don't. So my money comes and goes. Great, thanks for the feedback. Claudia, also hands tied. Every time I try, something comes up. Right, okay, so there could be some blocks there. Definitely look into that. So hands tied, for this picture, I take it to mean that you are the slave to money, right? You are not the master. You are not in charge. Rather, you're working very hard for the money. It's as if you're the slave, right? Money is in charge and not you, okay? Or are you actually having a healthy relationship such that your family or this relationship is resulting in expansion? It's growing. You can see the fruits of your labor or fruits of that's coming out from this relationship. One where you are working together, hand in hand, growing, committed to, working through things together and growing at the same time. So these are some of the words that I came up with, okay, to describe lover who comes and goes, going through feasts and famine. Sometimes it's a great feast and sometimes it's famine, right? There's nothing much to live on. It's an emotional yo-yo relationship. It's up and down, up and down. It's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes you go into deep resentment. Okay, so be very honest about this relationship, like what it's like for you. It's a non-existent relationship. It's obsessive. You're chasing after money. It's dramatic. Lots of fights about money. Or is it one that's growing, healthy, and loving? So describe what it is. And as you're thinking about it, right, as you're putting more attention and awareness to what's going on in your current relationship with money, it's not to dwell in it. It's not to ask you to dwell in the negativity of it, but it's to create awareness that something needs to change. But as you're going through that inner talk about, hey, what is my relationship with money like? You may observe that you're having certain words that are coming up. Like, it's a poor relationship. It's a strained relationship. I'm not happy in this relationship. It's not a satisfactory one. It's a disappointing one. It's unhealthy, right? Stressful, dramatic, broken. Now, if you're having words that are like this, then definitely it can point to needing to work through some of the blocks or things that could be in the way for you. So this is an exercise that you can also do. Okay, so on a sheet of paper, putting money in the middle, right? As you think about money, what's coming up for you? Okay, this money association exercise is an awareness exercise in the sense that you're noticing that every time you think about money, what do you associate money with? Is it stressful for you? Is it something that is joyful? Is it something that you can improve on? What are you saying to yourself? Like, in terms of your thoughts, money is hard to come by, life is such a struggle. What are the thoughts that often come up and that you say to yourself? Could there be an image that comes up for you, right? Does it feel like it's a rock, okay? Or does it feel free flowing? What's the image that comes up? Is there a smell for that? Maybe there's a smell for you. So engage your sensation. What does it sense like when you think about money? What does it look like when you think about money? So this money association exercise is to let you be aware of how what you've been thinking and feeling about money and what you've been sensing about it, so that you can create the change necessary in order to improve your relationship with money. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for you to do that, and just to let you see if there's anything that's coming up for you. And if there is, just post it on the chat box. So I'm just going to carry on for now. After doing the money association exercise and bringing up awareness, right? Rate from 0 to 10, with 10 being your absolute best, right? In terms of relationship with money. So what's your score for your relationship with money like? Is it a 10 upon 10? You're having this fantastic relationship. You're seeing it growing, or it is less than 10. And there's room for improvement in terms of your relationship with money. So what's your score like? Don't take too long to think about what this number is, but just based on your gut feel or how it intuitively feels like for you, and just read it. So are you satisfied with your existing relationship with money? Do you feel that there's room for improvement, right? Slavery to ugliness, okay. Struggle, never enough, and it shows in my body. Okay, this is what someone wrote: slavery to ugliness, struggle, never enough, and it shows in my body. Score is a -4. Okay, so it's a -4, and I would really encourage whoever this person is, right? Because there's no name for that for you, like you didn't put your actual name, but it's okay. So to work through some of the blocks. Now in the next 2 days, I'll be talking about how to clear some of these money blocks. And, so do join me for the next 2 days. Now, when it shows in your body, right? Because the comment is it shows in her body. So when it shows in your body, you need a modality, you need a way to change that, okay? And you want to be able to integrate that shift in your body. Now, Jamel, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Let me know if it's not correct, but it's Jamel Harmon. Okay, money undervalued, frustration, never enough, terrible bosses in the way of high income. I feel for you. Money slipping through my hands. Apple cinnamon, wow, okay, that's interesting. As to the sensing and the taste, 6 upon 10. Okay, there's room for improvement for sure. Okay, so one way to improve. Oh, all right, Jamel, thanks for letting me know that it's the correct pronunciation. Right, okay, gratitude is the ultimate multiplier for manifestation. our mind is just wired to think negatively, and it's true for most of us, unless we are enlightened, right? So we tend to bring more attention to the one thing that goes wrong in our life, or the 10 things that go wrong in our lives, and ignoring the other 90 or 99 things. Now, gratitude is the ultimate multiplier for manifestation. When you bring more attention to the things that you're already blessed with, now in that same moment, in that same space, if we tend to complain, if we are bitter, if we are in stress, right? In that same moment, if we replace it with an expression of gratitude, we are likely to bring more attention to what we are blessed with. We are bringing more attention to our blessings. Okay, this is not to say that, hey, we don't get an assessment or we don't review where we are currently at. But the thing is that most of the time, is our attention on our complaints, or is it on the things that are going well in our lives? Now, it works pretty much in the same way when you think about your relationship with money, right? And money is a person. You want to express your appreciation and love for this person, and you're giving this person plenty of gifts, right? And this person is appreciative, and she or he is saying thank you, right, in appreciation of your gifts. But the other scenario is this person takes your gifts and is not appreciative, didn't say thank you, it's just not grateful at all for whatever that, for whatever kindness or gifts that you've been presenting. Now, will you be motivated to give more presents to this person? Obviously not, right? You'll be like, hey, after a while, you just realize that all your good intentions are not, doesn't seem to be very much appreciated. And in fact, it's also causing you to feel bitter. You just don't like it. And you're just feeling so undervalued and so unappreciated. So exactly. Now, it works in the same way. The universe is a giver of gifts, right? And if the universe is kind of sending you blessings, and maybe sometimes not in the way you're expecting, and you're not showing your appreciation, so that's just going to block the flow of abundance, more miracles and blessings coming to you. So one way to improve your relationship with money is obviously to do gratitude exercises. Start on a gratitude journal, like every day, right? Write down 3 items that fills you with gratitude and joy. So do that over a period of 21 days, 30 days. You'll find that your mind starts to look for things that are going on well in your life. Now, as you count, as you improve your relationship with money, with counting your blessings, you'll find that your financial well-being is going to improve. So it's going to be exponential. So the more you place attention on the things that are going well, counting your blessings, saying thanks, having that attitude of gratitude, then your financial well-being is going to increase and improve. Now, this is what Oprah Winfrey said. I live in a space of thankfulness, and for that, I've been rewarded 1,000,000 times over. I started out giving thanks for small things, and the more thankful I became, the more my bounty increases, right? Because what you focus on expands. And when you focus on the goodness in life, you create more of that. Now, for this exercise that I'm asking you to do, right? Because we're thinking of money as a person, how has money served you, right? What would you like to thank money for? So it's not just about anything that's going on well in your life. I want to invite you to place or to bring your focus and attention to money as a blessing for you, and what would you like to thank money for? So write down 3 items of gratitude for money. Like for me, as an example, I'm grateful for money as a form of energy exchange, as a medium of exchange. Because when I look at my business, my clients come from different parts of the world and we have different currencies, right? So money serves its purpose for me, and I'm very grateful that I have money as a form of medium or for as a medium of exchange, because it allows for energy exchange. It allows for me to receive money and being able to use it to pay for my grocery items, to pay for my household expenses, right? At the same time, it's also helping someone in a different country. So I thank money for being as a common denominator, right? As a way that we can exchange, right? In terms of energy. So that's what I like to thank money for. So I don't want to give you too many ideas. So what would you like to thank money for? So in your journal book, this is something for you to express and work on. Now, the challenge, okay, so this being a challenge, I'd like to ask you if you want to take up this challenge and just thinking, okay, let's put an amount, okay? Let's specify the amount and the purpose of money. What do you need this money for? Now, this being a challenge, you may not want to start with a big amount. You may want to start with something smaller, $1,000, $3,000, or $5,000. And you can also specify a time if you want to, within a week, right, for $1,000. And what is the experience that you want to have as a result of having this money? Is it to pay for something, right? What is it? What's the experience that you want? So for example, it could be that you need it to buy a new cupboard. So the experience that you want is you want to feel that you're organized. You want to feel that things are in order, and or you want to feel that, you know, this sense of being able to create focus. So what's the experience that you want to have, or the energetic essence of the experience that you want to have? Do you want to feel more free, more joy? Do you want to feel more confident? What is it that you want to experience? Now, a little bit about my own adventures and experience. If you know, just for sharing, uh, I've done personally, I've done a lot of challenges on my own. So there was one period when I was just challenging myself to manifest money, okay, without actually specifying a lot on the purpose. So what I did was I bought lottery tickets. I was hoping to manifest the $1 million, the $3 million, the $10 million, you know, by buying all these lottery tickets. Now that didn't work for me, okay, because it was more like wishful thinking for me, and it didn't happen quite so easily. Now, on the other hand, when I started to shift, right, I decided to go on another challenge, personal challenge. And instead of money directly, I was thinking about the home that I wanted to buy, right? And I started to shift, okay, now this home that I want has to be a peaceful sanctuary, has to be where I can do my work, because I'm helping clients in terms of transformation. I need to have to operate in a loving, peaceful environment. I'm not disturbed by my neighbors. And that was the experience that I wanted. And then, and at the same time, I was thinking, okay, in order to have this home, I need to have this amount of money as well. So I was also trying out in terms of manifesting for the money and manifesting for the home. Now, eventually, I got the home that I wanted. And then I realized that when I was, you know, the manifesting process in itself was really smooth. Like it happened so fast. I saw the place and then I felt everything coming together, right? Like because I was already clearing blocks, I was setting the intention, I was doing all my visualization. And when I finally saw the place that I wanted, everything just came together. And eventually it became that I was able to get it at $500,000. Yeah, it was $500,000 below the asking price. So I didn't need that big sum of money, okay? But I was able to manifest this place that I wanted, which is just nice for me at a lower price. And then there was, and then after getting my home, I was thinking I needed to do some renovation. I needed to knock down the walls. I needed to do some repair work and all that. And I said, okay, the renovation is going to come out to this amount. So I need to manifest this amount in order to pay for the renovation, right? And it happened. So I got $100,000 out from nowhere. It was a gift check. I wasn't expecting it, but I specified the purpose for it and the experience that I wanted. So that was very important for me. So my insight or my observation is that you put it out there, right? And if you find that it's, if it gets to an amount where it feels like, oh, it's too stressful, then scale down the amount, okay? And this being a challenge, you can start off with a small amount, like a $1,000, $3,000, or $5,000, and see where it goes for you. And then what is the experience that you want to have as a result of having this money? So this is another assignment to set the intention for this challenging course. So a recap on the assignments, we talked about the money association exercise is to bring awareness to, what's the consistent patterns, your self-talk, how is it like going on when you're talking and thinking about money, what's been like for you. And from that, are you satisfied with your existing relationship? Is there room for improvement? And what would you like it to be and feel like? So you need to know where you are, right? From what to what. So from stress and struggling to feeling more peaceful. Maybe that's what you want to feel, right? From stress and struggling to feeling more joyful, being more at ease. Okay, so make a note of what you would like to, or how you would like your relationship with money to change. In terms of gratitude journal, specifically, what would you like to thank money for? And at least 3 items. And then also specify the purpose for which you want the money for. So for a start, these are the exercises and the assignment for day 1. So master your relationship with money. You need to be aware you already have an existing relationship with money, whether you have been previously aware of it or not. So by bringing attention, hopefully you can change your mindset, you can change the way you think and feel about it. Now, you can't exactly divorce money, right? So you might as well just create a healthier relationship with it. Now, in a committed and long-lasting relationship, you need to work on it. You need to pay attention to it. You need to work through some of the problems that you're having with it in order for it to be a healthier relationship. Now, I like to call it the money ATM, okay? Because the more you bring attention to this, the better it is. So for today, the money mantra or the ATM is, I'm grateful and thankful, okay, that I'm manifesting this amount or something better, right? In the next 1 week, in the next 1 month. So I'm grateful and thankful that I manifest this thing or something better. Who knows, right? The universe may decide to give you something better, and you're open to it, and you're worthy of it, right? So claim that. It's already close to an hour, so I'm going to end here. What will we be working on tomorrow? I'd like to invite you to join me again tomorrow. and the day after that, because we're going to be talking or covering on rebooting your energy system, clearing money blocks, and shifting your money energy. So that's what we're going to be working on. And thank you for being here with me on day one of this challenge. I hope this has been helpful for you. Do your assignment and your exercises. It's not a lot because I don't want to load on too much, but you need to have a starting point so that we know where we want to go. And let me know if you've got any questions. I'm just going to go through the chat box and see if you've got any questions. And well, thank you for being here with me. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. All right, Jamel, great. I hope to see you tomorrow. If you've got any other questions, Catherine, do join me again tomorrow. Hope to see you again. And Rachel, thanks for being here. And if you've got anything that you want me to specifically address or work on, do put it in a comment box or chat box so that I can just make sure that I include that in the presentation. All right, Claudia, thank you. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow, and hopefully it will be helpful for you. I've helped quite a number of women in terms of working through their anxiety and stress, and in relationship to money, it's a lot on clearing blocks and all that. And hopefully some of the things that I'm sharing is going to be helpful for all of you. And the content, some of which are new. So I'm actually quite excited about some of these new materials that I'm sharing. Okay, see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.